Black culture, your kids are monsters. Indiana's police doesn't hold back.
We know one of those victims that died this morning is a juvenile. And I will say, all seven, there were three juveniles, three adults involved with this. We're still figuring out the second identity of the person who died. And this is still an active scene here behind me, nearly 5 hours after the shooting happened. So let me step out of the way so I can show you what is going on behind us. They have taken a large section of Illinois street that is blocked off for this investigation. The majority of this happening between Illinois and Washington. But as you can see, cops, investigators still out here this morning trying to pick up evidence, figure out what led up to this mass shooting. So I do want to show you the scene when our crew first got here earlier this morning to show you how large this scene was. It happened around 1:30 this morning. IMPD officers who
Anton's
were
bald
already
head.
downtown responding to a separate disturbance
Look at this
heard
guy.
shots being
Or
fired
do I gotta
off
look
of
this way?
Illinois and Washington. They were just a couple blocks down the road. When they got closer to this scene, they found 6 people who were shot. One of the victims died on scene. 5 people were rushed to the hospital. That's when police say one of the other victims, the juvenile, died. And then they say a 7th victim walked into the hospital later on throughout the morning.
Right.
Like we said, in total, 3 juveniles shot, 3 adults, still figuring out the identity of the one who died.
Prayers for their
Chief
families.
Chris Bailey says violence like this shouldn't have happened this weekend, especially when thousands were here in the city for the holiday.
Right.
I want to get into his full response, so I'm gonna switch over videos really quickly. This is what it is. Annapolis.
This kind of
Yo, the ad placements is crazy, Twan.
See that
What are
guy
you
standing
doing?
while everyone else is kneeling?
I don't care.
That's Jonathan Isaac.
I don't care. Shout out to Jonathan Isaac though.
violence, whether downtown or any of our
He looks
neighborhoods,
tired.
is completely unacceptable and unnecessary.
Right.
Unnecessary. Thousands of people came downtown tonight, enjoyed the fireworks, and went home. Thousands more chose to come down here and all night cause trouble. I was down here until about 12:30 tonight. I
Right.
worked with my officers, took the runs with them, dealt with the disturbances, dealt with the utter disrespect for our city, for our laws, and for law enforcement. Hundreds of unsupervised kids down here.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I have to say it. We are not your children's keepers.
Yep.
You are.
I agree.
And parents,
You can hear him still being contributing to black fatigue in the background. You can still hear it. But then we'll sit there and talk about how we so great and how the world should respect us when we don't even respect ourselves and we can't even get our own households together.
Hey, I don't like this though, this whole black fatigue thing, because it's like, okay, I'm black. I'm a upstand. See, okay, there's 2 types of niggas in life, right? You ever heard of the glass half empty, glass half empty, glass half full? You can either go in life, it's called your reticular activation system. So say you close your eyes and you go, I want to look for the color black. It's right here. It's everywhere, right? You can either choose to look at like every person that's wrong, everything that's going wrong, or you can look at everybody that's right, everybody that's going right, everything that's going right, right? So you like black people are the only people that focus. Like, I know, no, we're not even the only people, but there's certain people in that are black, like the Antoines, the Candace Owens, people like that, that only focus on what's wrong with a certain demographic of black people, and they try to make that the whole black culture, the same way the world does. They only focus, certain people only focus on that, but there's a whole other side, and there's so much black excellence. There's so many black people like me, like my friends, my brothers, my mothers, my sisters, that aren't whatever these people are, right, that he's talking about, and try to make that all of us, because it's not all of us. You feel me? You don't look at every single dog, every pit bull, and go, ah, all pit bulls are bad. And like, nah, there's sweet pit bulls too. Not all pit bull is, but y'all try to give pit bulls just a dirty reputation, so where people are automatically scared of pit bulls. They do the same thing with black people. Not to mention they put certain black uneducated young children in positions where they kind of have to grow up aggressive. Then on top of that, there's a system where it's like where when you're black, it's harder to get jobs, right? So you gotta resort to maybe selling or resort to doing this, right? And you grow up in a neighborhood where you can't come around with that soft stuff. You gotta be aggressive. Your mom ain't gonna listen to you because she always scrolling or she always out doing something. So you gotta get loud for people to hear. Like there's so much behind why certain black people are the way they are. You don't just wake up a monster. You wake up, you come into this world as an innocent kindergartner, a child who likes colors, playing saxophones, all that. You don't come in wanting to shoot guns or wanting to get in fights. It's anger, it's frustration. You know what I mean? It's poverty. It's all of these types of things. Yes, it's a part of the culture, but like it's all of these things that we didn't put ourselves on. Mind you, white people, I don't care how much I'll say get over it. Your people were never in chains the way we were. Your people were never raped. Your people were never psychologically tortured the way we were. Mind you, slavery didn't happen that long ago either. The soil, like I live in a neighborhood called blank blank plantation. So I'm literally sleeping over the bodies of where my ancestors were killed, burned. They fed our babies to crocodile. Like there's so much that goes with being black, and I just don't like how people try to go, oh, why are y'all so fucked up? But your system is the same reason that got us to this point of being fucked up. You broke us and you never helped fix us. You dropped us down the chute and you never helped pull us back up. And now we're trying to pull ourselves back up and y'all looking like, why y'all can't get up? Well, because you dropped me down here and I broke my legs and then you didn't give me no support. And you just made me deal with it. You feel me? So yeah, I don't like these Antoine Daniels and how they try to make it seem like just because you're one nigga with your little glasses in your penthouse, you know what I mean, and spamming 20 reactions a day, you know what I'm saying, eating good, and you think, why can't everybody else black man do that? You're like, oh, dumbass.
And guardians
Boom.
have got to step up. A kid
I
is
agree,
dead
though.
tonight.
I agree though. Yes, as parents, man, we gotta educate each other more. We gotta be more understanding of each other and understand that hey, we're in this together. We're not against each other as much as the media, movies, and they say that we need to be against each other. We're not. We're in this together at the end of the day because when certain people see us, they don't see a difference between me and you. They don't see blue and red. They don't see I'm from the suburbs and you're from like they just see a nigga. Some people, right? So at the end of the day, we're in this together. We need to start working with each other more. You feel me?
If white people could truly say the truth and really what was on their mind instead of having to be politically correct and play the game, maybe we could actually get somewhere and we can start having some uncomfortable conversations. But in the meantime, I'll do it for them. I'll do it for people. I'll hold everybody accountable. White people, black people, women, men, everybody needs to be brought to the front of the congregation because this is what's happening in our schools. This is what's happening in your neighborhoods. This is what's happening on Carnival cruise ships. This is what's happening on Spirit and Frontier Airlines. This is what's happening in every major city, every blue city across the United States of America that keeps talking about racism and that they want to defund the police while at the same time not even being able to get their own nug and jug in a house.
Are you feeling stuck with
I do agree with you can't listen to ignorant people who like obviously are ignorant and don't know what they're talking about. You shouldn't like again, it goes back to you can either focus on what went right, the people that are for you, or you can spend your whole life pondering on the people that aren't for you and everything that was done wrong and went wrong to you. It all depends on which you want to focus on. It's your life, it's your time, but like if you only focus on certain black people that say very ignorant things and do very ignorant things, then that's what you're going to view as what is black. But if you instead focus on the black people who do the right things, who do say the right things, and who are a positive driving force for us, then you'll see more of that. It's like whenever you buy a car and then when you get on the road, you start noticing that car more. Whatever you focus on, whatever you are, you will see. You know what I mean? This black guy, he's a coon. So he has like one of those white conservative perspectives. So that's all he sees. It's no different than on your phone. If TikTok sends you a video of drama and you watch the video, you interact with the video, then it'll keep recommending you that because that's what you focus on. Your mental world works the same way. The universe works the exact same way. So everybody's looking at a cause. I mean, everybody's looking at the effect, which is certain black people being certain ways now due to conditions in the government, slavery. Everybody's looking at the effect of that, which is certain parts of the culture right now, but they're not trying to fix the cause, which is all these things I mentioned before. You don't fix an effect with another effect, or you don't look at a victim who was raped and go, ah, that's your fault for getting raped. You like, or whenever that victim starts not wanting to have sex with nobody no more, is scared to go out, you don't go, what's wrong with you? Or if that victim starts yelling at you when you get too close, like, you don't go, what's wrong with you? The victim got raped. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened to us in every level of life, and financially, spiritually, mentally, in every way you could imagine. That's what happened to us. We got pimped. We still standing. So I think this is just such a stupid, and I don't even think he fully believes in what he's saying. He just knows talking about topics like this and grifting towards a conservative audience, which is like white for sure, and other coon black dudes, grifting towards that audience and saying what they want to hear is what will get him the most views and money. So that's what he's doing. You can see it, obviously. Like, that's, most of them don't really care anyways. They don't care about us. At least the police had the decency to go, kids. At least he had that decency to identify them as kids. And he didn't look at the effect, which the effect is the kids, right? We are the effects of our parents. Our parents are the cause. Where do children come from? Where are they caused from? The parents. How do kids get their temperaments? How do kids get their self-image? How do kids get the way they talk? Their parents, their environment. So we are more than the effects. So more times than not, when looking at problems with children, you want to look at the home. You want to look at the parents because they're to blame for how a kid is. So he at least had the decency to go to address the parents and not the children and identify them as children, because a lot of the times people in the media, they try to address black children as adults for whatever reason, which is weird. But yeah.
And we just don't know the age of the young man down the street, still here, dead. He looks young. It's unacceptable. The police department all night long went from place to place to place, trying to prevent these kind of things. And I gotta be honest, I'm tired of it. You should be tired of it. This is not our job to do this. It is unnecessary. You don't have to act like this. Our officers, half a block away from before this shooting started, dealing with another group of individuals fighting. We made almost, probably, we're still tallying them, about 20 arrests tonight. Recovered guns that I know of before this happened from 2 kids. One of them was an assault rifle stuffed in the front of his pants. I'm not sure anymore what it's going to take for some in our community to wake up. I've said it. This is where the kids are. This is where they are on Friday and Saturday nights. If you want to engage them, if you want to help them, you want to prevent some of this violence, this is where they are. Here, they're here. Come down. I invite all of those who think that I'm exaggerating this or that I'm saying just because it's downtown. No, nowhere else in the city is this concentration of people in one small area, less than a half a mile. Come down and see for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. You can see them being dropped off by their parents, 5 or 6 at a time out of a car. You can see them jump out of Ubers and Lyfts. And you can see them jumping off the buses that they ride down, that they miss and then linger around downtown. Heck, look to your left. You're still going to see some people that probably shouldn't be out here right now, lingering.
He is talking that talk, and he is absolutely going off. Yo, I might have to do a deeper dive into Indianapolis.
No, he is not. He's just saying he's fed up, he's tired, and he's tired of seeing death. I get it, right? I get it to a degree too. Like, you know, we have to share the towns we live in, the cities we live in, the neighborhoods we stay in. We have to share this. We have to share the pool, we have to share the roads, the sidewalks. So if there's certain people in there, black, white, everything else in between, who are ruining the peace sensation of that, I can understand being angry at that completely. And you have every right to want to remove them from that space if they're disrupting the peace, because at the end of the day, the most valuable thing is peace, right? But I don't even think he's saying it like it's all black people, because again, he keeps saying kids. I love to hear somebody say kids, because at the end of the day, they're kids. And it goes back to, he's saying, parents, where are you? Because this is your fault for just allowing them to do it. Kids aren't going to do what you don't allow them to do. If kids know they'll get in trouble for certain things, they don't do it. But if you allow it, you allow them to get over you, stuff like that, then they'll continue to do it. So it goes back to, what are you doing at home? Everybody wants to blame the world and everybody else, like their personal problems on the world. But it's like, what did you do to prevent this? Or what did you do to combat this? Or are you just sitting complaining about it? So ultimately, bro, you got to go to the cause, which is, you know what I'm saying, obviously the parents, but also the conditions that birth for the miseducation of black people, the miseducation of our history, the psychological torture, and all these things. You have to learn all these things, so that way whenever it's your turn to raise a child, you understand what to pour in them and to tell them what to accept as truth and what to not, and understand is BS. So yeah, good video by, not bad video by Antoine. He's a coon. But the officer, I rate you, officer, for your integrity and willingness to not disrespect. Even though you obviously, your town that you patrol was obviously disrespected that night. So I appreciate it, and this is the little hints and sparks and flashes of change, and I'm glad to see. Let's get it.